Welcome back to Bricks and Yarn, coming to you from my front porch on a warm, coolish, simultaneously breezy Saturday in March 2026. Today we're reviewing the Tranquil Garden set number 10315, 1,363 pieces. It's a pretty large set. It took me about 2 days to do it. I won't work an entire day. Technically, if you want to get technical, it was 2 weekends because I worked it on last Saturday and then I worked on it one bag last night before it got dark, and then the last 2 bags today. So it is a lot of small pieces, which means the piece count is insane. So all these are flat tiles. There's some tiles that have fish printed on them, which is pretty cool. There's no decals in the set. All the top pieces that are printed, I am actually missing the top of my little hut here because when I was working on this last weekend, big gust of wind came and blew this wasn't hooked to this base yet, blew this entire thing off my table onto the pavement. Billion pieces, had to put it back together, and I am missing that little top piece. I'll search for it later. I have a feeling it's on the porch way over there. I didn't notice it was missing until last night. I was like, oh, it's missing. Anyhow, it's pretty neat. I've never seen this technique before. This was actually a straight red bar, like this. There's an extra piece, or I forgot to put a piece in. I'm not sure, but it actually bends. Actually could be mistaken for a popsicle stick. Anyway. But anyway, it bends into these, what do you call those things? I don't know what the proper terminology is. Little hooks, claspy things you can put, and it actually bends the bridge. So instead of straight across, it's got a arch to it. This is not necessarily minifigure scale. It can be, but it's not made specifically for minifigures. I have my Series 28 minifigures out here, so this is not a regular minifigure. But hello, here's a Dalmatian. Just for, size purposes, it doesn't really fit on the bridge very well. You can put it sideways, maybe, like that. It falls down. But it's kind of neat. And these are interchangeable. You can switch these around because it's got the holes. And each of these floral pieces can be interchanged with the other holes in the set. So if I wanted this over there, I can move it, but I'm not because that's fragile as crap and it will come apart. The flower pieces are a pain in the butt to put together. At least these, because they want to come apart unless you snap them in just right. I thought this piece right here was kind of neat. These curved pieces, which you'll also find on the corner of this, I've never seen that piece before, this set, and I thought that was kind of unique. These little trees, I can take that off. These are made out of 3 pieces of Lego. I thought that was kind of interesting that it was textured already like that. We have these little lantern thingies, little lily pad flower things, and this is it's called the Tranquil Garden. I also have the Fountain Garden, which is different. It has the same kind of, I can't remember if I reviewed that one or not. It has the same kind of setup like this, which I think is neat. There's also one that just came out I think it's called the Autumn Garden. I think it just came out this year in 2026. I do want to get that for my collection eventually. I think it's going to go on my birthday list because it's like I think it's $109 or $119. And yeah, I'm not spending that unless I save up my, I do an Amazon gift card to my Amazon account every pay period of like $25. So I get about $12.50 a week from my paycheck dedicated to Lego money. It has not always gone to Lego money because, other expenses arise and I use it for that too. But, yeah. I'm kind of saving up for a Harry Potter set that I want with that. And the Harry Potter set is more likely to retire before the new Autumn Garden set. And I want that Diagon Alley thing set up. So I have 2 of the shops already. And the shops that came out last year go with that. And there's actually going to be more shops coming out in June, I believe. It's either June or August. I can't remember the exact date. But it's supposed to be more of the Diagon Alley shops. I think it's supposed to be more like the shop Harry went in when he did the flu powder for the first time. Was it Diagon Alley? And instead of Diagon Alley, he ended up in the dark art shop. I think it's supposed to be those. I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and look. I haven't looked at that in a while. Anyhow, I kind of went off on a tangent there. This is kind of neat. And again, it's not minifigure. I guess you could fit a minifigure in there. But it's not truly minifigure scale. It's got a little T thing going on in there. Oh man, I bet I lost the T. I did lose the T. I lost the T. The T was just two green things that just sat in those bowls. So when that flipped off the table, I lost the T too. Okay. I think I see one over there. I'll have to get that and fix that. Okay. Fun. Discovering things I didn't know until I made a video. Gotta love it. Life in the YouTube channel. Woohoo. Anyhow, I thought this was a neat technique. It put these little corner pieces here. It filled it out pretty well. And the technique to put this on, I was not crazy about. It was kind of hard to line it up, tuck it in. And I think there was a mistake in the instructions for the rock pieces on the other side, because it was talking about a piece that I didn't have. And I went back and looked, and I'd already put the other pieces in correctly. Not that it mattered, but you can see the rock work underneath of that. It didn't really have much of an effect. So I'm not too worried about that. This is setting up on these, which are setting up on these studs that are in the flat work. If you get a set, be very careful how you put these in, because you do have to put the studs in the correct place for it to be able to snap into the correct spot, to have the little, I don't know what the proper name is for this structure, but this little house hut thing. But the instructions give you some background information, I think. Maybe. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Created for mindful living, private pavilion, be one with nature. I'm not sure. It doesn't really say. And I'll look at it closer later. But anyhow, this was a cute little set. I've actually had this set since my birthday last year. I got this for my birthday in 2025. Along with the Fountain Garden set. One set I got from my family. The other set my husband gave me. It takes me a while on the larger sets. I have some other large sets. And sometimes I just want a quick Lego fix and I'll do a small set. But sometimes I want to get some of the larger ones out of the way because they're pretty cool. This one, I don't think I'm going to put these in the city. I could be wrong because they're on like stands. So there's no way for Minifix to really access them. Unless I did some really intense modifications, which I'm not confident in my Lego abilities to do. I think these will be just for decoration. I have the Tranquil Garden. No, this is the Tranquil Garden. I had the Fountain Garden too. I think I'm going to take those to work and put them on my filing cabinet. Or if I ever get my shelves built, I'll put them on my shelves. But right now, I'm not putting them on shelves downstairs because the cats will destroy them. And I really like my cats and I like my Legos. And I prefer to keep both. Anyhow, if you like this video, hit like, maybe even subscribe. I'm not a fancy YouTube channel. I don't know how to edit. I just talk about my sets. It's pretty as organic as you can get. Yeah, so hit that subscribe button and like. Just it's a confidence booster, I guess you could say. It's like a, hey, cool. It's not like I'm making money off of this. Maybe one day, but that would have to have some substantial growth. But this is just for fun. It's a hobby. I enjoy it. Like to know if anybody's looking at it or not. Just to boost my ego, maybe. A little bit more confidence. You know, happy times. like and subscribe if you want. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.